Hello, everyone. This is Tom, the Lone Wolf Prepper, and welcome to the Lone Wolf Prepper Lives channel. It is March 12th, 2025. I want to do a video today about bugging in or bugging out, what best suits you. Well, a lot of that's going to depend on is where you're located, okay? Now, if you were in a big city, obviously you're going to be bugging out. I'd say if you're in the suburbs, you need to bug out. If you're in that city limits, you know, the main highways, a lot of traffic and stuff, you're going to have to bug out, okay? Because one reason is, okay, you have a lot of supplies in the city, okay? People are going to know that. People that are starving are going to know instinctively who has food, okay? And you're not going to be able to take down the hordes. This is why if you're living in the big city, you need to bug out. You need to find a way to get out, all right? Especially if bridges start being closed or taken over and tunnels and stuff like that. I mean, if you got to swim a river, I guess you got to swim a river. But this is one thing: when you're in the city, you need to find out what your bug out trail or your how you're going to bug out. And you should have several different scenarios on how you're going to get out of there. Just contingency plans. But you want to, if you're in a big city, especially if you're in a blue city, okay, they'll burn their cities down over nothing. Wait till times get tough, okay? Now, bugging out for me, I kind of live in my bug out location. That's how I like to do it. I like living in a bug out location. Then I ain't got to worry about bugging out. Now, there's scenarios that could happen that would push me out of here, but those scenarios would probably be, you know, are you going to live over the next year or not? You know, those are extinction level events. So, you know, I don't have to bug out. I bug in. My bug out my bag I carry is to get me back home, not to get me out of here. If I have to leave here, I got horses and saddlebags and stuff like that. But anyway, this is, I guess, in the city, bugging in, if you're close to a lot of people, and when I'm saying a lot of people, look at the type of people that you're surrounded by. Now, if you're an Amish community, I really wouldn't worry about it. But if you're around a community that a lot of people are on EBT and any type of social assistance, or God forbid on medication, remember the medication ain't going to be there no more either. So you're going to be dealing with people that aren't all upstairs, okay? Plus they're going to be hungry. Anyway, you live in a big city, you need to bug out. Figure out roots out of your city, roots, R-O-U-T-E-S, out of your city, and several of them. Make sure everybody that you're connected with, you know, if you're going to be a lone wolf like me or you're going to have a mag, this is all plans you need to have. It's just bugging in the city. I mean, unless you're going to sit there and stand the castle and sandbag your house and stuff, it doesn't matter. Okay? All you got to do is set fire to it. That's all you got to do. So, now, how do you bug out? What are you looking for? As far away from people as possible that got all the resources that animals need. Food, water, shelter. Okay? So you have to have a water source, and not just, you need a water source. You need to have plenty of game for your food, because, you know, your supplies are going to run out. And I would look for some place that possibly, when stuff settles, you could homestead. You know what I'm saying? Where you could make a home out of it, because your home probably ain't going to be worth going back to. You know, some of you people in the big city, that could be quite a ways away. You know, these e-bikes, they're getting pretty good at them and stuff. You need alternate transportation, and trying to get out with your car ain't going to work. Okay, the streets are going to be plugged. It's just an e-bike or any type of bike. Get a pedal bike. You know why? Because you should be in shape anyway. Impel your way out of there. But just different ways of getting redundant ways of getting the job done you need to get done, and that's to get the hell out of there. Anyway, I feel for you people in the city. I guess if a new kid, you ain't going to really have to worry about much. But if we go through some type of civil war where it's not lines, but it's areas against areas, because things are heating up in this country too. The other side is really upset. And where are you going to be stuck there? Okay. And don't think you're going to go to a hotel room and stuff. No, you're going to have to be self-sufficient on your own. Okay. And that's one thing about bugging out. You're not bugging out to go somewhere else and be dependent on somebody else, because they're trying to figure out how to save their ass too. All right. But now the bugging in, like I say, if you're going to defend the castle, it's probably going to be the hill you die on. You know, in the military, you got to be able to stay mobile. That's how you get victories. You got to stay mobile. You got to know when to retreat and know when to attack, and there's a time for both. And, you know, you want to die on that hill, that's fine. But me personally, I'm not going to die over a piece of property with a house on it, because there'll be plenty of places that you'll be able to have. So anyway, you know, bugging in, like I say, for me, I live in a bug out location. Why would I leave? I got a nice basement, cement basement. I got a storm shelter, underground cemented storm shelter. I got water. You know, I don't know what the game would be like. Like I say, there's scenarios that would push me out of here. But, you know, this isn't exactly the place that I'd want to homestead anyway. Out there, that's a different place. That's a few hundred miles away from here. But anyway, you got to decide, bug in or bug out. If you're going to bug in, good luck to you. All the firepower in the world ain't going to help 1,000 people that are starving when they know you got food. You ain't going to be able to use a generator because they're going to see the light. Okay? So anyway, that's all up with this. Oh, one thing when you do bug out, let's get into this right away. Okay? Have the proper equipment. Not only are you going to walk your route or however you do your route, but you got to do it fully packed and stuff. Always be prepared. Prepare, prepare, prepare. Sweat, train, get your plan, and just keep tweaking it till you got it. You know, till you're ready to go at a moment's notice when stuff gets crazy. Anyway, but it'd be nice if we could all get along and wouldn't have to worry about such stuff. I guess back in the 90s, I never worried about bugging out and stuff, but we live in a different age. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. This is Lone Wolf Prepper.